Vienna is the capital and largest city of Austria. The area of Vienna is 414.65 kilometers. As Vienna's cultural level is high, it is a famous place for tourism. We will introduce the architecture and food culture aspect in Vienna and hope you will enjoy it.
Wiener Waffles is the city hall of Vienna, which is located in Innenstadt district. It was built in a Gothic style and designed by Friedrich Wong Matthew. It houses the office of the mayor of Vienna, as well as the chambers of the city council and Vienna Atlantic Diet. A Walde loggia, pointed windows and complex sculptures reflect the typical Neo-Gothic style, and the 98 meters tower is thought as a kind of mascot. In the past, all buildings instead of churches, otherwise their height could not more than 100 meters. So, the construction work of the city hall was objected by the church seriously. The design of richly adorned facade is modeled on the Gothic architecture. It features 5 towers including the central tower with a height of 98 meters. Waldorfman statue was installed on the top, which soon became one of the symbols of Vienna. The structure itself spread over an area of 19,592 meters square. It's arranged around 7 inner courtyards. It is largely built with bricks, decorated with limestone, and mainly from the Liver Mountains and Schiller masonry.
Vienna's imperial palace, the Hofburg, was for centuries the seat of the Habsburgs, rulers of Austria until the end of World War I. A great deal of European history was written here, in particular by Empress Maria and, for a while, the German Emperor. The complex is particularly interesting as its major buildings reflect more than 700 years of architectural history. Nearly every Austrian ruler since 1275 ordered addition or alterations. As a result, the Hofburg shows many different architectural styles, from Gothic to Renaissance, Baroque to Rococo, and a smattering of Classicism. Together with its many squares and gardens, the Hofburg occupies an area of some acres and is in many ways a city within a city, comprising 18 groups of buildings, 90 courtyards, and 2,600 rooms. Visitors are given 3 choices when visiting this particular site: the Imperial Apartments, the City Museum, and Silver Collection, each of which can be toured individually or as part of an extended visit. The area around the Hofburg, along with some of its outlying buildings, houses a number of other attractions, including the Imperial Chapel, the Natural History Museum, the Austrian National Library, and the Spanish Writing School. Of the rooms in the Hofburg accessible to the public, some of the most interesting can be found in the Franz Joseph Apartments, most of which remain unaltered. Highlights include the dining room, famous for its rich decor and Flemish artwork representing the heroic deeds of Hercules, and the circle rooms with its exquisite tapestries. Empress Elizabeth's apartments include her sumptuous living room, widely regarded as the prettiest of the Hofburg's many rooms and serving both as a living room and bedrooms. Another highlight is the large salon, home to a fine collection of Louis Grade furniture and a number of Swiss porcelain vases, a collection of romantic landscape paintings, and a marble statue of Napoleon's sister. Dedicated to Empress Elizabeth, the CC Museum offers a fascinating insight into the aristocracy of the 19th century. In the Hofburg-Stephen apartments, highlights include more than 300 personal artifacts such as globes, parasols, notes regarding her strict beauty regime, and a death mask made after her assassination. Other fascinating artifacts include a copy of dress she wore when moving to Austria from her native Munich as a 16 years old in 1854, a copy of her coronation crown, and a replica of part of her imperial railway carriage. Here is the Imperial Silver Collection in CC Museum. It exhibits Habsburg dining service and silverware. The centerpieces and glassware shine as much today as they did in the old days at the Imperial Palace. They mirror the splendor of imperial dining tables. Among other things, one can admire the famous Milan centerpiece, which is almost 30 meters long, porcelain from East Asia. The Hofburg has been expanded over the centuries to include various residences: the Imperial Chapel, the Tour Museum, the Austrian National Library, the Imperial Treasury, the Buck Theatre, the Spanish Riding School, the Imperial Horse Stable, and the Hofburg Congress Center. This is the picture that the Vienna Boys Choir, whose members live, study, and practice in the city's Olga Tempelis, perform in the Imperial Palace Chapel, part of the Hofburg's complex, every Sunday at 9:50 a.m. Here is the Tour Museum.
Naturhistorisches Museum und Kunsthistorisches Museum.
This Tour Museum opened in 1889 at the same time. The two museums have identical exteriors and face each other across Maria Theresienplatz. The museum was built to house the huge collection of the Habsburgs. Both buildings were built between 1872 and 1891. Here is the two picture of the museum. First, the interaction of the building, its ornate decoration, furniture, and precious exhibits makes the museum itself an artifact for historical preservation. And the second photo is about the famous and irreplaceable exhibits. For instance, the 25 years old Venus of Willendorf, a copy of the skeleton of a Diplodocus dinosaur. The Austrian National Library is the largest library in Austria, with 7.4 million items in its various collections. The library is located in the Hofburg Palace in Vienna, founded by the Habsburgs. The library was originally called the Hofbibliothek. The change to the certain name occurred in 1920. The library complex includes 4 museums as well as multiple special collections in archives. The Buck Theatre is the Austrian National Theatre in Vienna